It's WrestleMania 38 predictions time, and what a motley crew panel we have today. I am Luke Owen, DAD, the real Jam That Jampion.
False.
And I'm joined by the fake Jam That Jampion, Chopper Pete Quinnell with his stupid belt.
It's the real one, the one that we like. You know, it's
also
a nice
joined
belt.
by Andy Datson, who won the first Royal Jamble of the night. So you're going to be facing for the fake
the
belt.
real belt. That's what the Jamble's for.
That's the one I really want.
Thank you, Andy. That's you see. That's what he really
Pete,
wants.
didn't you design it yourself? So it's basically you got yourself a belt.
It's actually just a contractual accident that he has to fight for your fake belt. But we're also joined by the winner of the second Royal Jamble, the same winners we had last year, and a random draw.
It's actually insane.
Adam Blampied. Adam, how are you?
The Blamp is here. Second comes straight after first, and I am also confused by the title situation.
Why are you so tired? This one's real, and that one's a fake one.
That's not how it works. That one's got a sticker on it. This one
All
doesn't.
Right. Lovely to be here. Thank you for having me. WrestleMania season. Whoa, WrestleMania.
Give me the green light.
Yes, because I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to predicto.
Yes, very good. So, for those of you confused why there's the whole two title situation and what's going to be happening at the show itself, let's do a quick explanation, because it is going to be on night one of WrestleMania 38. It's going to be me versus Andy. Andy won the Royal Jamble. That was his shot at the belt. It's going to be me versus Andy. Whoever wins out of us in night one will become the new Jam That Jampion. And then we'll face on night two Adam Blampied.
Hello.
That's how it's going to work. So the first night is for the title itself. However, for the interim Jam That Championship, notice that it's got interim at the start of it. That's why it's a fake belt.
You keep saying interim wrong. It's pronounced real.
Yeah, that must be my education leading me down there.
Northeast, man.
You'd
think it'd be better at this point.
You
Got his degree in a Greg.
Sausage rolls, beans and cheese.
He's not on the honor roll. He's on the sausage roll.
Oh, there it
Yes.
is. Very good. But Luke, you put out a challenge to Sullivan Bo Brown.
I did. You might even say I put out a challenge.
A challenge to Sullivan Bo Brown for the interim title, and he hasn't responded.
He hasn't responded, has he? And I'm a bit disappointed by it, because I literally saw him last week and he still didn't like mention it or anything. And I kept saying like, hey Sullivan, you. I'm challenging you, and he wouldn't say anything. Oh, sorry. He's actually just texted me now.
I was going to say, because he's texted me since then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's weird, isn't it?
yeah. I mean,
What's he said?
he keeps sending me his Wordle.
Yeah.
Right.
That's really much about it.
He's very bad.
What's he said?
Yeah. Well, I mean, in typical Sullivan style, he has sent a voice note.
Of course. Yeah.
Right, well, okay, well, let's see what he's got to say then.
Hello, Luke. Yes, I accept your challenge.
About time.
Good.
But you know me, Luke. I'm constantly flying around the world, jet-setting from major city to major city. And this week, of course, I'm in Hollywood. Hollywood. Talking to Hollywood
Big league, yeah.
producers.
It's
Talking
Hollywood.
about Hollywood films. Yes, Sullivan's gone Hollywood. And you and your challenge, you don't need me there. I'll have to send somebody from No Rolls Barred. Yes.
It's a bit
Who shall I
bored.
send? I could send Laurie. No. Ridiculous.
Don't
John
send me.
Gracie?
It'll be Brooke.
Don't send
Outrageous.
me.
Maybe Dominic Allen? No, he's pathetic. No,
true.
I need somebody cool.
No.
I need somebody
Well, it can't be you then.
blonde. And I need somebody with a slightly larger than average head.
I don't want to watch Mania on night
You know
one.
who I'm talking about Adam.
No!
Oh, Adam!
Adam Blampied.
Adam, what are you doing for Saturday?
I guess I'm watching bloody WrestleMania. Son of a bitch.
Oh, Adam.
So
I had planned Saturday night.
here's how it's going to work. On night one, Adam will be joining us for live reaction. It is going to be Luke versus Adam across night one and night two.
What?
For the interim Jam That Championship. That is a cumulative total for the interim title. And on night two, you will also be fighting for the real Jam That Championship against the winner of me and Andy on night one. It's not confusing, I promise.
You could end up double champion by the end of May.
You could end up with all the
don't
gold,
want
Adam.
that.
It's the most stupendous thing we could have booked.
I'm so busy. I don't want to be on all the streams.
Yes, Andy.
Question.
Answer.
If I beat you,
Yes.
and then I beat Adam, but Adam beats Luke,
Yes.
do I win that one as
No.
well?
No, you didn't. 'Cause you're
Okay.
not
No,
going for this
you're
one.
not challenging for that one. You're just challenging for this one.
Oh, it's
Got it.
obvious.
I don't know why you had to ask that, Andy.
It's so
Sorry.
obvious. So that's not all that's going to be changing for WrestleMania. Just to add to the confusion, when we did Revolution predictions, we alluded to the fact that we might be changing up how we do predictions in time for WrestleMania because the old format was, a bit outdated. Some might even call it boring. Let's just throw it out there.
Some might say it didn't work.
Some might say it didn't work. So we are going to change it up. So I'm just going to explain to you now how we're doing predictions. This is kind of what we did for Revolution, but an amplified version of it. So going through each match, all of us are just going to say who we think are going to win. There's no restrictions. We are not forced into picking the other opponent from what our opponent has chosen or anything like that. All our predictions have been written down on pieces of paper before we've started, so we cannot change our predictions. We can't strategize based off what other people have picked because that's been a thing in the past.
Laurie.
No take
And
backs.
Adam, actually.
Louis.
And Adam.
Do I need night one predictions then? Right, hang on.
Yes. Yeah. You need that one predictions. Fantastic. All title matches are worth 2 points. 2 points. All title matches. Doesn't matter whether it's 24/7 title or Universal. All title matches, 2 points. All other matches, 1 point. After all the predictions are done, starting with the Jampion, either interim or otherwise, we get to pick a Joker match. Now, this one cannot be replicated by your opponent. The Joker allows you to score double points for that match. So, if I predicted a Joker on a title match, I could win 4 points. However, the catch is that if you get a prediction correct, you score those points. If you get a prediction incorrect, you lose that number of points. And yes, you can go into minuses. So if you put a Joker on a title match and you get it wrong, you lose 4 points. That's a big deal. So pick your Joker wisely, essentially. Also, in the event of a tie, all of us are going to be predicting how long we think the final match on the card will be. Closest to that time wins. In the event of a tie, but hopefully there won't be. So, everyone understand what we're doing?
No.
Cool. Thanks, Luke.
You're welcome, mate.
Yep.
I understand, Pete.
I
Thanks, Adam.
actually do understand, Pete, because
Yeah.
it is a very, very simple format. Also, I think it might be the most stupendous predictions format in all of wrestling YouTube.
I genuinely hate that. Thank you.
It makes sense. There's like doubling chances.
There's risk and reward.
There's risk and reward. There's
Yep.
no chance of a tie because we got the tiebreaker.
Mhm.
I think we've got it.
No
I think we've got it.
champion's advantage. The only champion's advantage is you get to pick first for your Joker. That's
Yeah.
the only advantage the champion gets.
Pretty good advantage though.
Which is a
It's
good, a
really
great
good
advantage.
Particularly if you
it's-
pick a title match.
Yes.
That's almost a given.
Exactly, right? So, with that said, I think we're going to go ahead and get into our night one predictions. Please, Luke. Well, hey. All right.
Whoa.
So, producer Terry is in the room and going to be showing us our predictions as we
Thanks,
say
Terry.
them.
Hi,
Thanks,
Terry.
Terry.
Bonjour.
Amazing. So, starting with night one, we're going to start with me first, then we're going to go to Andy, then we're going to go to Luke, then we're going to go to Adam. That's
Main
going to be
event.
the order for all of these. Starting with the Raw Women's Championship. Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair. This is a 2-point match, as it is, in fact, a title match. And to start things off, gone controversial here, guys. Not really at all. It's Bianca Belair. That's who I've gone for. I think the story has organically been built that Bianca Belair is going to be winning the title back. They've referenced the whole story from SummerSlam. May not have been the plan the whole time, but since she's won the Rumble and gone on to all this, I think Bianca's got it in the bag.
Yeah.
Andrew.
Bianca.
I'm really glad we've got
Dynamic.
Andy on the stream.
Dynamic
Oh,
content.
this is
Hey,
riveting.
I'm confident. I don't have to explain myself
Yes,
to
you do. It's content.
I think Becky is so injured by the loss of her hair this past week that
Yep.
she won't be able. She's going to be off balance. She'll be constantly falling over.
Right.
So Bianca will take advantage of that and win the match as a result of Becky falling over.
Cool.
And
Sounds
then
great.
she will be the champion.
Yep, that's how it works. Over to you, Luke, for the interim Jampion. What's your prediction for this match?
I think you're both wrong. This is a Becky Lynch retention.
Ooh, okay.
I mean,
It's not.
yeah, well, she retained against Baszler, man. Like nothing's certain.
Yeah.
This is I'm pretty confident this is a Becky Lynch retention. Pete and I talked about a little bit about this in the Raw review. I think they're going to do the title switch at the next pay-per-view, and they're going to build towards a hair versus hair match.
They could do that.
So I think it is a Becky retaining here, and then Bianca wins in the hair versus hair match next month.
My goodness.
Becky's
totally
not,
possible.
Becky's not going bold.
And bearing in mind as well, this was not the plan. It was not the plan. Like, the whole thing at SummerSlam was not for Bianca Belair to win back the belt here. That wasn't the story they were telling. It's the story they've accidentally fallen into because their other plans fell apart.
Is this like more and more that just try to turn Becky Lynch into Stone Cold Steve Austin? The idea of shaving either of them bald, you're mad. They'll never do it in a million years.
They were cutting Becky's hair off. Like,
She might get short
Took an inch
hair.
off the end.
But my question is, what's the point? If they're not doing all of these hair cutting angles and talking about hair cutting to not build towards a hair versus
Vince
hair
is in
match.
charge. You think he'll have a bald woman as one of his top stars on the brand?
Well, she's not going to be the champion.
No, but it's not going to be Becky. Becky Lynch is not going to be bald. Like, I don't know, man.
I don't see it. I don't see it, Luke. You've gone mad.
Eggy Lynch.
There is every chance that Bianca wins here and they still do the hair versus hair stimulation.
Yeah, it's totally
at the next
possible.
pay-per-view.
I think Becky going bald is a really interesting idea. It's super kind of, it would be very different, very, very cool. If Vince is in charge, there is 0% chance of it happening.
Okay,
I
well,
think the
we'll
reason
see.
Bianca cut Becky's hair was because Becky threatened to cut Bianca's hair.
Which
That-
would you think would
that
lead?
is it.
But oh, that's cack, Andy. It's just like, they did it for a reason.
It's cack. Have you watched WWE?
I have. Adam.
Bianca, obviously. Belair versus hair match. Bianca, I think this is I think it's the best built storyline on the card.
It's easy. This should be the main event.
It will open night one.
I think it will.
I think it'll
That is the
open.
rumour
And you
that
know
is
what? It'll be a
opening
very
night
good opener, but it should be the main event.
I mean, my GM tells us that is the best way to book a show.
Very good,
Great
Luke.
series, by the way. Everyone should be watching it.
Thank you, mate.
Monday Night War, partsFUNknown. Go watch the thing.
Bianca.
On to the second match of night one. The Mysterios versus The Miz and Logan Paul.
Pete Quinnell, what you got?
Christ.
I think this one's pretty cut and dry.
The Mysterios, I'd think, like me and Luke mentioned on the Raw podcast, they've been building to Logan Paul taking the 619. He's been avoiding it all the time. So you'd think they're just going to hit Logan Paul with the 619. Mysterios are going to win. Yay. Yay for Mysterios.
I don't know about you, but I find it. It's a weird visual when Dominic, at sort of 22,
24, I think he is. Yeah.
is carrying his dad to the ring on his back.
Yes.
I just think that's weird.
Would you not carry your father down to the ring and if there were a tag team match?
I couldn't. My dad isn't that small, and also I'm not as strong as Dominic Mysterio.
Clearly.
So
Not with that attitude.
no, unless he couldn't walk, then I might. But because of that, because I'm so annoyed by them, I'm going with Miz and Logan Paul.
Really?
Because Logan
Wow.
Paul is famous on YouTube. He has more subscribers than either Ray or his son.
Yeah.
He's got more than us.
I think he's
I
got.
think he's got
I think
more
he's
than
just
us.
past 1 million. Yeah, so he's just got his gold.
Just past 1 million.
He's got his gold plaque.
Legit, name a time a celebrity has wrestled at WrestleMania and lost.
No, Snooki won.
Yeah.
One of the greatest celebrity performances in WrestleMania
That
history.
handspring elbow,
Yeah.
tremendous.
Yeah.
All 3'5" of her. It was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Shaq didn't win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, but that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's
I
yeah.
think.
It's
Maybe we're missing something.
It's
Probably.
building. It is building to a Logan Paul eating a 619.
Yes.
I think there's going to be some shenanigans. They're going to try and pin the Miz. Logan Paul's going to come in with his finisher, which
is
I don't know.
The subscribe button.
The subscribe button. The Logan.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a pun for Paul. Can you help?
Help, Adam.
A pun for Paul.
Yeah.
Maul.
Maul. He's going to do the
Logan Maul.
The Paul Maul.
The Paul
Which you can
Maul.
buy on Monopoly, and
Yeah.
then that's going to be it. Yeah, he's going to win with the Paul Maul on Dominic, and then the Mysterio's going to break up because Ray's going to turn to his son and go, "Why are you carrying me to the ring, you weirdo?"
Luke, what are you predicting?
I've got the Mysterions.
Okay, yeah, makes
for
sense.
this one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the Mysterions here.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. This is one of the harder ones, man.
You reckon?
Yeah, Logan Paul is a celebrity bobs. I know he's being.
He took a stunner last year.
Yeah. Like, he's not afraid to look crap.
He's this
Which, to be
generation's Pete Rose.
How about it? All right, Mysterions then. I mean, I've got it written down as Mysterions, but
you're not allowed to
he shook me. He shook my confidence.
Well, you couldn't have changed your pick even if you wanted
Mysterios.
to. Yeah. On to the
Steptoe
third
and
match. Third match, Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin. It's Drew McIntyre. I don't need to explain further.
Yeah. It is. Maybe he finally connects with his sword. And
Doubtful.
Corbin dies.
Yeah,
I mean, that is the story they're telling. It's like, one of these guys has got to get decapitated.
Corbin.
He was given a sword, but clearly not told how to use it.
Stabby
Corbin.
Corbin.
He
Stabby
stole
Corbin.
the
He's got the sword, so
He stole the
Stabby
sword.
Corbin.
Stabby
Or he
Corbin.
might just do cut the hat off.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's a bit dicey in there.
I mean, I'm also going with Drew McIntyre here.
Smart
I mean,
move.
it's hard because, as we all know, Happy Corbin is undefeated, despite the fact
Luke.
that he lost on Monday. The commentators said, and I quote, "That's how you stay undefeated."
Right after he lost.
After he lost, but he stood tall, and that is how you stay undefeated.
The worst.
But yeah, Drew McIntyre for me. The poor lad has been feuding with these guys for so long.
So long.
Drew. And hopefully a very quick match.
Yeah, that would be
Yes.
would be the idea. We go on now to the next 2-point match. That is the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match of the Usos versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs. It's Nakamura and Boogs winning this one. They love Rick Boogs so much. They have been protecting this man for ages. He does some very interesting moves that will pop a casual audience like that. The career press is super duper impressive. He's really strong. It's going to pop the casual fan so easy to be like, wow, this guy's really strong. They've been protecting Rick Boogs for ages. Jey Uso didn't get a single move in against him, and he beat him in like 40 seconds. They love Rick Boogs. Rick Boogs is going to win here.
Wait,
With
hang on.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Wait, Boogs has beaten Jey Uso.
Yeah.
Oh, shag. That means the Usos are winning.
No, Shinsuke beat Jimmy as well. Yeah.
Oh, God.
I was going to say, Pete, you watch this show.
Yeah,
I'm surprised you've gone with Nak and Boogs here.
But they love Boogs.
So I've gone with Nakamura and Rick Boogs because earlier this week, about Monday, he went, "Oh, they really love Rick Boogs." I was like, "Okay."
Nice.
Is this what happened? 'Cause this happened in the office today when we got the Wrestle League predictions through for NXT Stand and Deliver. And we went, "Pete, who's winning at NXT Stand and Deliver?"
And I said, I don't watch NXT anymore.
Also,
I don't know.
You got so offended that we would ask the one person in the office who's watched NXT this year who was going to win, and he's like, "Oh, how dare you? How dare you
How
ask?"
dare you ask me? Don't you paint me with that brush, the multicolored NXT brush.
How dare you not tell me that they, in singles competition, the Usos had lost 2 matches?
That is your fault for not watching the show, Adam.
How dare you blame me for not watching SmackDown, Pete?
As for a reason, I think maybe Usos losing would put more pressure on Roman to keep the bloodline strong by winning the main event of night 2. So I guess that could be like a little story there. And also, they love nothing more than just giving the SmackDown tag team belt to the next Franken team. And I know
Apart
they've been
from the
together for a
Usos,
bit.
because they've been the longest reigning tag champions of all time.
Have they given a story as to why Boogs and Nakamura are friends, other than the fact that Boogs plays the guitar?
Boogs appeared and went, I'm going to play guitar now. Nakamura went,
And then he
nice.
did an interview afterwards and said, "Yeah, I haven't played the guitar in 5 years."
Nice.
So,
Well, we are the number one. I think the Usos retain here.
It's we the ones. It's not Robbie
Yeah,
Rotten.
no,
man.
we are the number ones.
we are the number ones.
You're the number 2.
I'm pretty sure that was the promo that they did last week.
Hey up.
Hey up, lad.
Hey up, Boogs.
Oi, Nax, you're going to have a match, you. No, I think we are the number ones. Are going to do the number wins here
Yeah.
and retain the
right.
titles. Yeah, I think the Usos are retaining here.
Okay.
And I honestly don't care.
It's fair.
From day number
Oh,
one.
this will be a good match.
I mean, I'm sure it'll be grand, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Quit bitching. This will be fine. Usos are great. Nakamura's great. They love Boogs.
Yeah.
So what's your problem? Tag team wrestling? You hate tag team wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
What's
what
your
it is.
problem?
Yeah, what is my problem? What a good question. I'm just going to ruminate on that for a little bit, Adam, if you don't mind.
So how wedded are we to the not being able to change
You
your
can't
prediction?
change your picks, Adam.
It says N.A. Boogs.
I put N and Boogs.
Oh, okay.
N and Boogs.
N and Boogs.
Yeah.
Boogs.
I guess I'm going for N and Boogs off of the back of bad information.
It's not my responsibility to keep you up to date on the week-to-week goings-on. If you want to do that, you can watch the WrestleTalk podcast. All right?
Which you should do anyway, because it's an excellent
Great shows.
show.
Yeah.
I think Tempest is tremendous.
Oh.
I agree.
Bollocks. Oh,
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's only 2 points because it's a title match. Don't worry about it. After that, we've got The New Day versus Sheamus and Ridge Holland. After the awful story they're trying to tell with Big E, we've got Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston representing The New Day against Sheamus and Ridge Holland with Butch. He's also there. I, in this one, have gone for The New Day. I've gone optimistic on this one because I just hope they're going to give him a nice moment after all the Big E stuff, you know? Just like give him, hey, that's nice. It's New Day. They won.
I think they will.
Holland's won a couple times on SmackDown, though he lost to Xavier Woods on SmackDown as well.
That was my original thought. I was like, oh, Big E's hurt himself. They're gonna do a thing. Maybe even
He's hurt himself.
maybe
You know.
He's had a whoopsie. He's broken his bloody neck.
Yeah.
eh?
get some wet blue towel,
Hurt himself.
dab it. Yes, that's. Hey,
Are you trying to say that he didn't hurt himself
Yeah.
when it happened?
if I cut my finger and if I break my neck, I've hurt myself both times.
Let's move on.
Yep, that's
Anyway,
Quickly.
but also this faction with Sheamus, Butch,
Butch
and the other one, Ridge Holland,
Ridge Holland.
is very new,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the fact that Butch is at ringside
Mm-hmm.
will play into this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it basically, and I think that they're going to give it to the new faction. And as much as it'd be a nice moment for the New Day to win, I can't see it this time.
Mm-hmm.
Is this Pete Dunne's WrestleMania debut?
Yep.
That's a shame, isn't it?
It's Butch.
Butch.
It's Butch's WrestleMania debut.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Sure.
you
Pete
are
Dunne
right.
will never debut at WrestleMania.
The longest reigning. No, the second
No,
longest
second
reigning
longest.
NXT champion.
But what a nice chap. But I am going with the New Day here.
Mhm.
I agree with Peter. I think this is going to be a feel-good moment. I don't see why we need to have the baddies win here. So give the goodies their cereal and let them
Yep.
do a thing.
How is Big E's voice at the moment? Like, could he maybe do the
entrance?
Oh,
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, it would
if
be
they
nice,
could.
yeah.
and then he can't actually come out?
Yeah. But that'd be nice.
Yeah. Adam?
Yeah. I think New Day will dedicate this match to Big E and win, and
Well,
they
then.
should.
Either three of us or one of us are going to be celebrating on Saturday.
You be careful with that celebration. And
yeah, for sure. After that,
Hey,
we've got probably the most intriguing match on the card, I'd argue. Seth Rollins versus
Shane McMahon.
TBA.
Shane McMahon.
Shane McMahon.
Terry-
TBA.
TB Shane. Shane
Terry
McMahon.
Bollea's
TBO
ass.
Mac.
TBA. So
Come on,
could,
Terry
could be
Bollea.
Cody, could be Shane McMahon. I would really like it to be Shane McMahon. I'm not gonna lie. That would be amazing.
We said this on the Raw, but Seth Rollins makes entrance, crowd, Cody.
Yeah.
Here comes the money!
Oh no! Just audience members just punching each other as hard as they can.
No, Cody then enters, shouts to Vince, "I'm your son now," takes out Shane.
Yeah.
Oh, that's his new entrance
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
You know
Every-
what? I could see it. I could see them pulling Shane as a fake out.
You reckon?
Yeah, like Elias, remember, when he was going to be fake Undertaker.
Well, his
against
entrance
Cena.
music is, "I'm your son now," and then he comes out.
I have gone for TBA because I think it's still probably going to be Cody, and I think he's still probably
Yes,
going to win.
I have gone for Terry Bollea.
I've gone for TBA.
I have also gone for T-Bar.
Yeah.
T-Bar. Well done.
That's
That's a,
T-Bar.
that's a TBA for everyone.
He's
Push.
very popular on SmackDown.
Finally.
Very good. Okay, very good stuff. On to the final match of night one. Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey. This is another title match. SmackDown Women's Championship. This one for me is Ronda Rousey. Because they love her, and they've been telling the story that she's going to tap out Charlotte Flair, despite the fact she's already done it. They're going to try and tell that story again.
Quit bitching. Pete.
Yeah, Pete.
What's your problem?
Why do you hate women's wrestling?
I
Why do you hate
ha-
women?
I hate this build of Charlotte Flair Ronda Rousey's been real bad.
This match is going to slap, Pete. What's your problem?
Is it?
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Okay.
Though. It was good Survivor Series.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
I think this is actually going to be real good.
I think night one's going to be great.
I said, me and Denise did the show last week, the Team Danuke show, and I said, I think this should be the main event. I think this is the biggest match of the night. This is Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey. I think it's the biggest match on the card. I think that Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch is I've got more interest in that match, but this is by far the biggest match they have.
We actually had to convince Pete to predict this because he didn't want to predict a women's match.
No, you're right.
So, yes, I've gone.
won't do it!
For trying to scare me!
Over my dead body!
I've also gone with Ronda. I hope. Do you know what? I hope Ronda wins in like a minute.
I don't.
I hope she absolutely kills Charlotte Flair.
Is this a spoiler for what you think for your timing?
No, I've gone the opposite of what I think the timing
Okay,
is.
cool,
on this.
cool.
But I hope, and I wrote an article yesterday that I hope Ronda wins really quickly, and then you can actually build someone else to then finally dethrone her next year or something like that.
Becky Lynch.
Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, whatever happened to her?
You see what the advertised match for the first live event after WrestleMania is? Charlotte versus Aaliyah.
Nice.
Great.
Well, nice to
fine.
get back on TV.
To answer your question, what happened to Aaliyah was she got a bunch of fluke victories against Natalya, then had a proper match against her, lost, proving Natalya right the entire time, and then left TV.
Cool story.
Oh no. Napoof.
Perhaps this will answer your question about Nakamura and Boogs.
I feel betrayed. I genuinely do.
I'm also going for Ronda Rousey here, and I think she will then be SmackDown Women's Champion for a year, and I think they will do a title unification
Run it back.
with her and Becky Lynch, title for title, and it'll be another stupendous night, twice in a lifetime.
Ugh.
It's a full rouse. I've gone for Ronnie.
Or draft Becky swaps with Charlotte. Charlotte against Bianca next year, and then Becky versus Ronda.
Swap the belts.
I'd take it, yeah.
Swap the
You just
belts
hand them
again.
over.
It went perfect the last time. So that's the night one predictions. Now we need to pick our jokers. What are we going to be scoring double points
picking
on?
Adam. He's
I
a
get to
joker.
go first as the Jam That Jampion. As it's just going to be me versus Andy, Luke can pick the same match as me, and you can pick the same match as Andy. It's just that you two can't have the same one, and me and Andy can't have the same one.
Understood.
My joker that I'm picking is Ronda Rousey, because I think it's pretty certain that she's going to win. I think that's 4 points for me.
As it me next, is it?
Yes, as champion.
Go for Becky, coward.
No, I'm picking Rondell.
Damn it.
Both of us gone for Ronda Rousey as our jokers.
Rondell's my joker, yeah.
Okay,
God, I
yeah.
really
It was
wanted
either going to be her or McIntyre, because
Yeah.
that's an easy 2 points there.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
I would like to speak for both Adam and I and say we have gone for Bianca as our joker.
Tis correct.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Okay.
I just don't trust the rest and the non-title matches.
That's fair.
All or nothing.
Luke, let me have Ronda and you go Becky. Go on. Put it all on the line in hair versus hair.
No, he can't do
Come
this.
on, do it.
He can't do
Adam, it's written down. We just established the fact that it's
you
written
can't change
down.
it after it's
Can you
written
see
down.
my little mark I've written
You've
there?
tried this before,
It's,
Adam. You've tried this before. It's not going to work this time. Pete's written this down on a document.
It's legally binding
I understand.
when
it
it's
is,
written
yeah.
down on paper, you see.
Right, so we go through
and,
our
the,
main event.
The final match time that we have to predict now. So, yeah, in the event of a tie, we have to predict what we think the final match. We don't know what the final match on the card is going to be, because it might be a talk show segment, which isn't a match. So it would be the match before
So we're
that.
ruling out that the KO show is not. This is
That's
not
not
the
a
time
match.
for the KO show.
No. If they end up having a match, an actual match,
Like a bell ringing.
then that will be the final match on the card.
Yeah. Bell to
But
bell.
Bell to
final
bell,
match.
final
Yeah.
match. My time I've gone for is 13 minutes and 45 seconds.
For Flair, wow, 13 minutes.
I think it's going to be Flair Rousey, and yeah, 13 minutes. I think that sounds about right.
Well, then I feel stupid because I've gone with 16 minutes and 38 seconds.
16 minutes on the diddly dot.
I've got 23 minutes 15.
23.
Could happen.
It's the WrestleMania main event.
Yeah.
I know, but was it Bianca Sasha last year was about 17, 18 minutes, and that felt. I don't know if it didn't feel long, but like that was like the longest women's match they had.
Well,
Maybe I've overshot the moon here.
maybe. If you can put us back onto the main camera, please, that would be amazing, because we're going to get into our Night 2 predictions very shortly, but I just wanted to say that if you wanted to join in these predictions, you can. On Wrestle League, go to patreon.com/WrestleTalk right now. What?
I just said, oh,
Oh, right.
I didn't know that before.
Patreon.com/WrestleTalk. Get your predictions in. It's the start of a brand new season. It's the end of the current season and the start of season 14 with this predictions form for WrestleMania 38. Join in. Can win stuff. It's cool.
And if you are a Patreon, make sure you go through the link that Pete has posted on Patreon. There's currently some website fixes ongoing, so if you go through the website, it might not work properly. So do go to Patreon, patreon.com/WrestleTalk, and click on the link Pete has posted.
Yes, and join in, because now's the really good time to do it, because it's the start of a new season, so you can get involved, because the seasons run from Big 4 to Big 4, so that this season will run from WrestleMania till SummerSlam. So join in today, patreon.com/WrestleTalk.
Who's currently bottom of the Office League?
It is currently Laurie.
Again?
I think Laurie and Tempest might be tied, you know.
Because Laurie still hasn't done his punishment video from losing last season.
It's in progress. I forgot to ask Tempest about the progress of his today, so...
Speaking of tied, guess who's at the top, my boy?
Hey, you know it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I've had a middle-of-the-road
I'm
season.
second.
Actually, I think it's us four are the top four.
Oh,
and then
really?
it goes Ollie, Laurie, Tempest at the bottom.
Not bad.
I actually
Yeah.
thought that Tempest and Laurie had forgotten 2 shows because they've been so bad.
They've been
Bad.
pretty bad.
It was like
yeah.
10 points between
And
top and bottom.
Laurie
Yeah.
has a legit excuse in that he doesn't watch any of the shows. Tempest does.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does.
Luke, I don't watch any of the shows, and I won it last time.
Yeah. It's no excuse.
Let's do some of your Ultra Chats as well before we get into our night chew. Chris Lil says, or Lily, hey guys, how you doing? There's no Alexa this year. Not fussed by the show. Technically, there wasn't any Alexa last year. She just showed up
Yeah.
and ruined a match. So I'm watching now. My thoughts are they're trolling us with Shane first before Cody comes out for Seth. Also, what will Cody... Oh, that's a great question. What will Cody's AI be?
Oh, God.
A tattoo.
The AR
tattoo!
thing, it will be the tattoo.
The
the American
tattoo.
Yeah.
AEW.
Some yellow polka dots.
Could be.
Just,
I reckon
or
genuinely,
just dusty.
they'll animate his tattoo. They'll make it, and they'll have like the mouth on it move and,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
singing the
It'd be
lyrics.
awful. Yeah.
In my soul.
American,
Cody Bloody Rose.
American Nightmare. Yeah, it will.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, a digital GIF of Tony Khan cutting that Ring of Honor promo.
Have we got a host yet?
The Pocket Lot! Painted Viper says Undertaker is going to challenge Seth Rollins instead of Cody, I bet.
That would be hilarious.
Dong.
J.O. fella, man, this podcast on Saturday and Sunday are going to be a great time. Oh yeah, I guess WrestleMania's going to be okay as well. Show that fake champion who the real face of WrestleTalk is, Luke D.A.D. Yeah.
Look at it's so much more real. Come on.
Ben Crosley, is a title unification match 1 title or 2 titles, 3 points or 4? Is the title unification Joker match 6 points or 8 points?
It's definitely still just a 2-point match, and if it's a Joker, it's 4 points because it's still just 1 title match, even though there are 2 titles involved.
The Guilty Hat, I really hope they dig the knife in. Seth's in the ring, the lights go out, over the speakers you hear, wrestling only has one royal family. Here comes the money! And then the best in the world, Shane squashes Seth Rollins, let the chaos begin.
That would be amazing.
Sadie Deeganhausen, hello beautiful boys. So beautiful boys. So excited to watch WrestleMania with y'all. Just here to manifest Adam winning it and being a begrudging champion. It's what we deserve.
I don't want to
be
be on
amazing.
all the streams going forward.
And we'll do this last one from Dustin for now. So, been watching wrestling in one form of AEW since the first Full Gear. Never seen a full WWE show in general. Only reason I'm tuning in is to see whether Cody Rhodes is actually going to be there. Do you think that's weird? Regards from Germany. Lots of Liebe.
No, it's Dustin. I wonder what's his brother wrestle at WrestleMania. So it's fair enough. It's a really funny joke.
What?
It was from Dustin.
Oh,
And he was like, I've never watched WWE.
I see. Right.
And he wants to watch Cody.
Yeah.
So it must be Dustin Rhodes.
Wait,
So-
explain it from the top.
Right.
One more
so,
time.
You know Dustin Rhodes? Goldust.
Oh, yeah, Goldust.
Yeah.
He's in WWE.
Because he was always on WWE shows, he's never actually watched one.
Don't tap the table. Picks up
Right.
all my
He's never
friends.
watched one. So because he then went to AEW, so he's always watched AEW.
English, please.
Okay.
So
So that's
all elite wrestling.
and he is the brother of Cody. Cody Runnels is his real name, but he's
And the
his
bit has
stage
ended.
name-
What's next?
I'll tell you what's next.
I'm an ass man.
That's what's next.
It's your real Jam That Champion, Luke.
Put some respect on that man's ass.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're right.
I'm an
Oh, sorry, I
ass
pressed the
man.
button again. Sorry.
Which button did you press?
I'm an
Oh, all right, that one.
It's just such a nice
ass
ass.
man.
Night 2 predictions.
You just say that's such a nice ass. Look at it.
Gift that keeps on
Yeah,
giving.
I think you'll find I
Christ.
said it's actually a nice ass in it.
Producer Terry's all
yeah.
flushed now.
Amazing. All right. So, night 2 predictions. So, this is going to be either me or Andy versus Adam. and also Luke versus Adam.
Yeah, it is.
Your predictions count for both this title and that title.
Can I get to pick my Joker first this time?
No, because it's
No.
Jampion's
No.
I'm
brother.
fighting for 2 titles.
Yeah. And you're the challenger in both of them.
This is bollocks.
So, Pete, who
Hello.
picks a Joker between...
Me. I currently have the title, then you get to pick, then Adam gets to pick.
Right. But if I beat... but if I beat you, then I
Yes.
will be the
If the
champion.
clocks go
Correct.
back an hour,
Right, whatever.
We're doing it because I'm the current champion. I get to pick before you. Even
why
if
don't
you
we
might be the
just do
champion at the time.
Stephen Larson's?
Oh my god, Adam! Don't. I hear you comments. Don't. All right. Starting off on night 2, we have the Raw Tag Team Championship triple threat match of RK Bro versus the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy. I'm going first here. I'm not confident on this match at all because I could totally see any of them winning for very different reasons. But I have decided to go for this as a 2-point match, of course, because it is a title match. I've gone for the Street Profits because I think they have the most character development going into this show. They've been acting more aggressively, a bit more heelish. I think they could have an angle on this show to maybe turn them full heel somehow, some way, and they will pick up the win here with the belts. I think they could have a story going forward.
I think you're right, Pete. They have had more character development in the last 2 weeks than, say, Randy Orton and Matt Riddle have had in the last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Ollie Davis's
Hey man,
favourite.
RK Bro had their thing, right? They won the titles, they had all their fun stuff, and they had their spelling bee and all that stuff. They had
Wait,
their story with Alpha Academy.
You done with RK Bro, Pete?
I'm not done with RK Bro, not at all.
What are
Why do you hate
bitching?
RK Bro?
What's your
I
problem?
don't hate RK.
What's the problem here?
We actually had to convince Pete to predict this match because he really didn't want
Hate
to.
snakes.
He hates snakes and people who don't wear shoes.
Is that, who's going next? Is it Adam next?
That's me.
Sorry, it's Andy next.
Hold on.
It's me.
Yeah, Andy, then Adam.
This is in
Then
case
Luke and
Andy
Adam.
wins the
Yes.
Yeah,
belt
yeah.
from you.
So
Yes.
I have watched an episode of Raw this year, and on that episode, the Street Profits looked like they were going to turn heel.
Uh-huh.
And so, similarly to Pete, I have gone with Street Profits. I think they are turning heel fully.
Where'd you
on
get that
this
idea
show.
from? That's kind of crazy.
No, well, actually, it was from watching that one episode of Raw with you.
That's fair.
Look, it says profits. It says profits.
It does say profits, you're right.
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
Over to Adam, and this pick will count for both the Jam That Championship and the interim.
RK Bro, please.
RK Bro.
I really don't know.
Mind.
I think, well, look, Street Profits, maybe they're turning heel, or maybe they're doing what any good tag team should do in WWE, which is break up and have an underwhelming singles feud together.
That is future WWE champion Montez Ford you're talking about there.
Mhm.
I'm just saying. I don't think they're. I think either you got one of two options here. Either the long road to SummerSlam, Randy versus Riddle begins now, or we hold off on that for a little bit and Street Profits have dissension and RK Bro take it. I'm not confident, but I've gone with RK Bro.
I think it's very possible that we've been having RK Bro being super happy, Randy Orton going full babyface, not even playing the straight man anymore and be like, you're my friend, Riddle, yeah, get on my shoulder, yeah, let's have a good time. Then to just flip it and Randy Orton turn on Riddle. This would be a shocking way to do it.
I think I said that on a Raw podcast a couple of weeks ago with Ollie that I could see Randy hitting the RKO on Riddle in the match, and that allows like a Chad Gable to pick up the win.
Totally.
Having said that, I picked RK Bro
Nice. Yeah.
because I forgot I said that until you mentioned it. Then I was like, oh, I did have that.
yeah.
I did have that prediction, didn't I?
Cool.
But no, I'll go with RK Bro here.
What,
Okay.
what do people want the spot to be? It's the frog splash into the RKO in it.
Oh, God, yeah, that would be great.
Yeah. Also, loving the fact that we are getting lots of Stephen Larson love in the chats.
Yep.
Thanks,
We
Adam.
love Stephen Larson. But please, we've had so many comments about their prediction system.
It is good.
It's
great
great.
system.
Though.
It's
They
great
copyrighted
It's
it.
theirs. We don't want to do it. Anyway, second match of night 2. Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn. I have gone with Johnny Knoxville for this one because celebrity wrestling, as we mentioned before. However, Johnny Knoxville featured in the Royal Rumble and he got eliminated by Sami Zayn. And he's tried to cost him a few times. You know, he cost him the Intercontinental title, things like that. But he's never really got that big win of his own because he got eliminated.
That he deserves.
That he deserves against Sami Zayn. Because they've been holding off on it. He got eliminated by Zayn in the Rumble, so I think he wins here.
And then you
Johnny
can do
Knoxville.
like the big time match, WrestleMania winner Johnny Knoxville versus
Mhm.
WrestleMania winner Butterbean in the
Mhm.
rematch of the century.
It's perfect, yeah. And I forgot the other thing I was going to say about it, so I guess we'll just go on to Andy.
Basically, I want this to be Sami Zayn versus as many Jackass peoples as possible.
It is an anything goes match, so
Yeah, exactly.
They're all coming
there's going to be
down. 100%.
hundreds of them. So therefore, I think that's Johnny Knoxville's going to win, and I hope it finishes with a Wee Man splash.
Mhm.
He stays on
Yeah.
Sami Zayn, and then Preston Lacey climbs up to the top and does a splash on top of Wee Man on Sami Zayn, and then Johnny Knoxville does the pin.
I'm just
Sure.
hoping that Peter England gets to feature.
Dave England.
I was actually referring to Pete Dunne, which that's his real name.
That is his
Yeah.
real name.
That is his real name.
Good.
That is his real name.
Get Butch involved.
Get Butch involved.
Uh,
Adam.
let's hope that Steve-O gets
Yeah.
to shine and Chris Pontius.
Come on, Adam.
Pontius. That's a car.
Carl Pontius.
sorry. So
Pontiac Bandit.
I think that Knoxville will win. I am upset generally by that, but I also think Sammy is having the time of his life and does not care about losing to Johnny Knoxville because he gets to be all cross about it forever, which is what Sammy likes to do.
Why do you hate-
Could you sing the Jackass theme for us?
Why do you hate Jackass, Adam?
Sorry?
Why do you hate Jackass?
I don't like gross out. I don't care about them sticking like fireworks up their nose or being doing weird stuff with bulls. It's genuinely the vomit and the snot and the spots, and I can't deal with that. So I don't watch the show because you never know when someone's just gonna
Yeah.
cowabunga.
Yep, makes sense.
Bunch of cool dudes with attitudes.
That's
I
why
like the one
Luke
where
likes
they put a helmet on, and then they got Preston Lacey to fart into a funnel, so the smell went through it and then he threw up in the helmet. It was real funny.
Luke.
You're a father.
Yeah. Luke, who have you predicted?
Just Sami Zayn.
You're the Jackass guy, Luke. How
I
can you
know,
not
but I
pick
think
Knoxville?
Sami Zayn's winning. Because I just think Sami's winning. I am betting against all the celebrities in this.
You
Crazy.
moron.
Either Luke's going to do really well, or
I'm going to do.
or we-
I think I'm going to do terribly on this because I'm booking with my heart here that I don't want this to go with all the celebrities because you're right. Like I'm CM Punk in this scenario. It's like, well, where are they Monday night? Where are they Friday night the following week? Like, no, I'm there and I need a win so I can gain some goddamn momentum
Zayn
and do
doesn't
something
care.
good.
So, sorry to go out of order for producer Terry and everything. Just remind me, for the next match, Luke, of Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory, who have you got?
Pat McAfee, but he's not a celebrity. He's not a celebrity. He did a football, and now he's a commentator.
But he does wear shorts. That's pretty cool.
He does wear shorts,
Oh,
and I wear
God.
shorts. and
You
I'm
wear
cool.
shorts. That's why you've gone for it.
Yeah, but I think Pat McAfee's winning. And do you know why Pat McAfee's winning? Because Austin Theory is going to win the US title on the WrestleMania,
You know what?
and then
totally
and it will
possible.
just be completely forgotten about that he lost to commentator.
Yeah, you're right. That's
Who have you gone for, Pete? Not that one, apparently.
Pat McAfee, Austin Theory. I've gone for Austin Theory because he's a wrestler.
He is a wrestler.
And,
God bless
like-
him.
So is Pat McAfee.
It's Vince McMahon's little project.
Was that the correct order? You said it was the wrong order to Terry.
As in, Luke went first instead of me
Right, got
because
it.
it was
Got
out
it.
of order.
Got it.
Yeah, Austin Theory is a wrestler. Protect him. They've been somewhat protecting him, kind
He
of.
pinned Ricochet in 90 seconds, who's the Intercontinental
Yeah, he did
Champion.
do
Yeah,
that.
and he's been doing so many segments with Vince McMahon being like, Austin Theory, I think you've got a tremendous ass. I think
Yeah.
you really are an ass man.
Did you say arse?
Yes.
I just asked her.
Did I hear someone say ass man?
Sorry, I pressed
You pressed the wrong one.
No, I did it on purpose.
Oh.
I'm going to try again. No, I did it again.
Luke, what are you doing?
It's not working.
It's not working because it's not set up on this scene, Luke.
No!
Ah. Hey, get your ass out.
Hold on. There you go.
Didn't Ollie tell you to stop playing that one because
I've
it
shut it
gets
down.
picked
I've
up on
shut it down
copyright?
now. That was when it was a much longer clip. Can't beat
Sorry,
the system,
producer
Pete.
Terry. We're messing you about.
I've
Andy?
gone Austin Theory.
Austin Theory.
I think it's going to be very similar to the Pat McAfee versus Adam Cole match, where McAfee gets lots of offense in, does a Canadian Destroyer, does a dive or whatever,
Sure.
and then ultimately loses.
I've got a theory. It could be Austin. Yeah, I think Austin Theory's going to win because I echo Pete foolishly that he is a wrestler. Although I didn't pick Sami Zayn, who also is a wrestler.
Yeah.
I think the fact that both these matches are on the card, I think this will be the match that the wrestler wins.
Yes.
Because he's...
Pat McAfee.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's the one.
He trained in NXT.
Yeah.
Oh man, that means he's definitely not winning. Smeg.
Pat McAfee making his WrestleMania in-ring debut.
So desperate to say in-ring debut.
Yeah.
They can't. Ring this WrestleMania.
It's amazing. I love it. After this, we've got another 2-point match. This one's really difficult to predict. It's the Women's Tag Team Championship match. Queen Zelina and Carmella versus Sasha Banks and Naomi versus Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan versus Natalya and Shayna Baszler. So,
It's about 2 points, Pete.
I think the obvious pick here is Banks and Naomi. I think that's the team that I think most people think are going to win.
Why do you think it's obvious, Pete?
I feel like they've been the most protected on SmackDown leading up to it. They had the most hype coming together as a team, as opposed to Natalya and Shayna Baszler, who were there. They actually had like an announcement to be like, we're teaming now. And everyone went, hey, that's nice. So that's something.
Sasha Banks has never won at WrestleMania. Isn't that a mad sentence to say?
Kind of wild.
Do you think this is the big win? It's all been building to this, lads.
No, because I've gone for Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan.
Oh.
Ooh.
Have they got a team named Banks and...
They do. It's
Is it like-
Bossy Glow.
Oh, don't! It pains me.
Really?
I thought it was going to be like
Bossy
Feel
No,
the
it's
Boss.
It's not. Well, they did a tweet with #BossyGlow, and then Banks has also done one of Boss and Glow,
Boss
but
and
they
Glow
just say
connection.
Sasha Banks and Naomi on TV. So
Boss and Glow, that's... I don't know.
it's bad.
Andrew.
I have gone with the Boss and Glow connection. On
Sasha
this
Banks
one.
and Naomi, for Ed Terry, who doesn't know.
Yeah, sorry, the one with the funky hair. Yeah, that's what I've gone for because they seem like the best friends out of the four pairings of best friends.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know about that. I think Liv and Rhea are
Oh,
better
they're-
friends. I think
they're-
they're
they're-
friends.
They're best
They're
friends.
very good
I
friends.
think they're real good friends.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh crap!
Well,
Oh, no.
can't change it now.
Damn.
Banks and Naomi is
This
locked in.
Match of the weekend.
Yep. Adam.
It's glow time.
Oh no.
I think I don't feel confident about this at all. I think Rhea and Liv is a really strong shout. I think because they when they have a match that WWE don't care about, they're right. Who do the fans want to win? Great. We'll go with you instead. And I think of all of them, like they're probably just like, I don't know, Shayna Baszler and Natalya. Why not?
Yeah.
Unpredictability. Anything can happen in the WWE. I think Banks and Naomi should do it just because of all the people I want to see like run for a while and then feud with each other. Banks versus Naomi is a lovely sounding feud. That please.
Is that what you've predicted? Banks and Naomi.
It's glow time.
It's glow time.
I'm also going glow time. I think it's going to be Banks and Naomi.
Whoa!
Sorry, I actually
Banks
forgot.
and
I was looking at Morgan. I was like,
That was,
I think it's
that
Morgan.
was literally like a Banks and checked notes.
Sasha.
Naomi.
It's got a look at the name Morgan. I was like, that's not their name. And I was like, well, it sure ain't going to be Natalya and Shayna Baszler.
Mhm.
Naomi has the most normal name out of everyone here.
I don't know, Liv.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fine.
The Southwest regional finalist from the Great British Menu was called Liv.
Yeah.
Shut
obviously.
me
Nice.
up.
Yeah.
I did see that Rhea Ripley is being booked in singles and triple threat matches after WrestleMania.
Card subjects change.
So Pete's wrong.
That's how it works.
Yep.
After that, we've got a big time match of Edge versus AJ Styles.
I'm potentially looking forward to this match the most of the weekend.
Absolutely.
Actually, no. Genuinely, the main event I think between Brock and Roman is so tasty, but
It's
this
so
is a
big time.
close second.
I have thoughts and feelings about that. Edge and AJ Styles is on paper a banger. Can't wait for that. Really hope it is. I really don't know who's going to win this match, though. There's arguments to be made for both, and especially based on the treatment of them in recent months. One of them losing to Omos in a squash match, and the other not doing that. But I've gone for AJ Styles to win. I don't know whether that's bad, because Edge has just turned heel as well and got a new character, new theme music. He's got a lot of momentum behind him. But I don't know. There's just something. There's something in me that just says that AJ's going to win. So I've gone for AJ.
Wow, that's crazy.
Mm.
I've gone for AJ Styles. Adam?
I don't know. I do not know.
You've written.
I've written AJ Styles, but I think this is the match that decides the main event. Because I think if Edge wins, I think running Edge versus Brock, I think whatever happens, whoever wins the main event is going to wrestle 2 matches on the next pay-per-view and is going to lose one of their belts. That's what I think.
It's a title unification. They're getting 1 belt.
Oh, nuts. Well, in which case...
I say that. I think a new title will be introduced in the summer.
yeah, so...
Yeah, it's going to be title unification, but they will instantly bring in a new title.
Oh, you are right about that. That was a rookie move. AJ Styles still, just because he hasn't won since Money in the Bank 2021 on pay-per-view.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And also you've written it down. So
I have written it down, so I have to.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be anyone's. I think you're absolutely going to see a phenomenal forearm into a spear. It's whether or not AJ can kick out of it like he kicked out of the Avalanche AA at SummerSlam 2016. And I think he will. And I think he needs this. Edge has got back-to-back wins. No,
it was against Miz, and then Miz and Maurice.
But he won Hell in a Cell, and then Miz,
Yeah.
and then Miz and Maurice.
Yeah.
So I think Edge can take a loss and use the anger to further his heel character, whereas I think if AJ Styles loses after being hyped up by Edge so much and the injury angle, man, I don't know what you do with AJ after that
I
point.
think Edge can also take credit for unlocking the old AJ Styles or whatever as part of his new character. Yeah, he can take credit for AJ winning essentially and be like, I'm the one who got the good AJ Styles back kind of thing.
I'm picking Edge.
Yeah,
he's just got the new character. He's just turned heel. He's got the new entrance. He's got the new look. Then you give him the big win to put that over. And also you ask what's next for AJ. It's versus Edge at the next pay-per-view.
Yeah, you're right.
And then
you're right.
Probably again the pay-per-view after that.
What about the pay-per-view after that?
Might be a tag match after that.
Yeah, maybe.
They'll form a tag team.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think the phenomenal forearm into the spear will be the finish.
The phenomenal Edge.
Oh, that's not good, is it?
It's better than Edge, not Edge nominal.
Edge nominal.
Phenomenal Edge.
Phenomenal Edge.
Rated phenomenal.
Rated P.
Rated P.
Rated P for powerful.
Yep. After that penultimate match of night 2, we've got Bobby Lashley versus Omos.
How is this match unpredictable?
I mean, it is, though. That's the thing. It shouldn't be.
No.
But it is.
Sure is.
Because one of them's a former WWE champion and was WWE champion like a month ago, and the other isn't. However, I've gone for Omos. I think Omos is beating Lashley. I think it's a really bad call.
In fairness to you, Pete, the Fightful Select report was that the Omos push is continuing past WrestleMania.
That doesn't necessarily mean he's going to win, though.
No, you're right, though, but I don't think it is out of the realms of possibility that Omos wins here.
I think they might just be using Lashley to be like, look how great Omos is. He beat the Almighty.
The question is, what do you do next?
You think they're thinking that far ahead?
Yeah.
I tell you what they do next. Bobby Lashley versus Omos at the next pay-per-view.
WrestleMania Backlash.
And then they form a tag team.
Yes.
Plucky heel Bobby Lashley, plucky babyface Bobby Lashley going up against Omos. I've gone because against all
the tall business.
The tall mighty.
The tall mighty. That's a joke of the day. That's the joke of the day.
Oh man, I was going to repeat what the chat was saying as well about the AJ Styles Edge thing, which is the tag team community.
Right.
The flat edges.
The flat edges.
Adam, he doesn't believe it. He just thinks there's a conversation to be had.
The flat edges. Flat edges.
Very
Final
good.
answer.
Andy, what did you pick?
I've gone against all my instincts here, and because, as I wrote yesterday, there are no winners in this match, because if Omos wins, then Bobby Lashley's an idiot for wanting to challenge him, and if Bobby Lashley wins, then what Omos has done is gone, I'm better than everyone apart from Bobby Lashley
good.
And anyone actually good.
Yeah.
So, and I hope that Bobby's going to win, because can you imagine bringing him back from injury? He's recovered from his injury so quickly.
Super quick, yeah.
and bring him back just to lose to Omos. There was a report that Gable Steveson was at one point pitched for this match to beat Omos really quickly. So I'm hoping what they did was go, oh, Gable's still too green. We'll shove Bobby in there because he's also big, and he can beat Omos, and it'll be more believable.
Adam?
This has double count out written all over it.
Oh,
boys.
yeah. Yeah.
I think if it's not that, I think you may be like Bobby might get disqualified because MVP might get involved.
Yeah.
Or if we're talking about MVP getting involved, maybe a switch of manager, which is something that P and I talked about, which is like, yeah, I think Omos needs, if you're going singles push for Omos, I think he needs a mouthpiece, someone to talk him up, a Paul Heyman. I think MVP is brilliant for that. I don't think Bobby needs that anymore.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I could see Omos winning, and I have gone with Omos, but I don't think either man's winning this one, to be honest.
I've gone Bubbles. I've gone for Bubbles to win here. And I, to be honest, it was a flip of a coin.
Yeah.
I literally just got a coin, flipped it. I didn't really know, and I got Bobby. I can see it going either way. I can see it being a double count out. I can see the MVP thing happening. I think that I said this on a Raw podcast yesterday. I'm just staggered that they did the spot of Bobby taking him off his feet on the Raw before the pay-per-view, when like that was the whole match could have been built around that.
Yeah, that's the story.
That's the story. That's the spot.
My main problem is that I don't know how Bobby is going to win.
Spear.
Like a spear, because
maybe two.
The hurt lock, I can see him like, oh, I can't get my arms around him because he's so tall.
Yeah.
Or he will have to get him down like via a spear into the hurt lock because he's not going to be able to reach up and do it.
They can do the whole thing like he didn't tap out.
He
passed
down.
Tap.
He's still never
like
been
stone
pinned.
cold.
Exactly, yeah.
Still
and
never
this is
been
going
pinned
to
or
be
submitted.
the Austin Bret Hart match of WrestleMania 30.
Two workhorses.
Yeah, it's going to be great. And now we come to the final match of WrestleMania 38. The biggest WrestleMania match of all time, supposedly. It is Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, title unification, though I don't know if they think they know what title unification actually means.
I think they do. They got one belt coming out at the end of it.
I don't know if they do, I'll be honest.
They already showed off. They basically showed the design of it, and it looks like what the current WWE Championship is now, but it's got a blue swish instead of a red one.
Wow!
And it's called
a shiny version of the
World
belt.
Championship.
That's right. Yeah, it's called the WWE World Championship. So
Cool.
this is $100 title unification, and it's going to be the end of the Universal Championship, the illustrious run that it has had.
What a great run
From
it's
being
had.
booed at SummerSlam.
Yep.
Do you not think it's going to be a World Championship and a Universal Championship?
They could just redo the Universal Championship.
Yeah, 100%. I think at SummerSlam they're just going to bring in a new world title.
SummerSlam?
No, it'd be earlier.
WrestleMania
than that.
Backlash.
WrestleMania
Raw
Backlash,
after
mate.
Mania. Think sooner.
Nick Foley will come out.
Yes.
The 24/7
24/7
title's getting
title.
a big promotion. Here.
Dana Brooke
It's about
Yes.
is
time.
your...
Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns. Biggest WrestleMania match of all time.
Are you not looking forward to it, Pete?
Not really. No,
Really?
not really.
I'm really
I
looking
think
forward
it's
to
gonna be
this
great.
match.
I think it's going to rock.
I think it's probably going to be a good match.
The Rock.
The build has been incredibly lackluster, and we've seen Lesnar versus Reigns 70,000 times. Granted, the dynamics are now flipped compared to their other WrestleMania matches and stuff, but I don't care enough. I think they've overhyped it. That's the thing. They've done it too much, and now I'm like, well, it's not going to live up to the expectation. That's not true. That's not what I said.
This is the first. It's not okay. It's not the first time because they did that in Saudi, but Saudi. This is the first Mania match between Brock and Roman where the both basically the orientation of face heel works, and there's a beating heart to it. The Paul Heyman stuff is genuinely that's what elevates this match for me because it shouldn't be every single spot. But it's the question that goes into the match is who will Paul choose?
I mean, that was interesting maybe a couple months ago, and then they haven't mentioned it since. So I don't think that's the story.
That's the story they've done already as
Yeah,
well. Like he chose Brock and then just chose Roman.
And then chose Roman.
Yeah, but you know.
I feel like you're making a story that they're not telling.
Maybe.
I think Pete's right on that because like I agree with Pete. I think that the build for this has not been good. But I do think, like Belair and Banks last year,
Mm-hmm.
the match will overcome the poor booking, and
Yeah.
we won't remember the forklift and all of the rambling, boring promos.
Forklift would have been really good if they didn't cut to an ad break immediately.
We will just remember the banging match. And like the two matches they have had at Mania, well, actually, I think the first one they had was real good.
Real good.
Real good. Even before the Seth Rollins cash in,
Mhm.
that match exceeded all expectations because the whole tug of war thing that happened beforehand, people were
That
like,
was bad.
that's going to be butt.
Mm.
And the match ended up being real good.
And then
And
Mania 34 happened.
The one that wasn't good, but it was better than the match he had with Triple H and The Undertaker.
I don't think that's a high bar to clear, I'll be honest, Luke.
I think that match, again, if the face-heel alignments had worked and the fans had been invested in it, not the finish spamming, not the 5 F5s, that would be bad no matter what happens. But I think if fans had been into Roman as a face and into Brock as a heel, I think that match would have rocked as well.
Yeah, and it came at the end of a real long match.
And also,
Yeah,
that is
yeah,
the
yeah.
WrestleMania tagline, which is "Forget the build, the match was great."
Pretty much, yeah. But regardless, for this one, I've gone for Roman Reigns.
Yes, Roman Reigns.
They love that man.
Roman Reigns.
They are gonna protect this man for more time than they have.
To the Rock.
Here's my hot take, my hot prediction. I think this is Brock Lesnar's final match.
Oh, wow.
I think
Before he goes to AEW.
Yeah. Brock Lesnar to AEW confirmed.
I wouldn't be.
No,
wouldn't
he's
be
going
against it.
to control your narrative.
Oh yeah.
He's got a rant room
Yeah.
already planned.
He can actually probably hunt people on that show. Shoot
Is
them.
that in the rules?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, pretty sure.
There are no rules, Luke.
Apart from don't
Apart
do
from
this.
you can shoot the audience with your
He's
hunting
gonna
rifle.
steal Stone Cold's quad bike again.
Mhm.
Brock Lesnar versus a buck in the first match.
Perfect.
So I have a kind of a wilder in-match prediction
Mhm.
for this, but I'm not going to spoil that because that is in my fantasy booking, which is coming out on Friday. Because I'm going to be fantasy booking WrestleMania 38, so look forward to that. All right. And please watch it before it immediately becomes out of date
Yes.
forever. But I'm going with Roman as well.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got Roman here.
Yeah.
100 P, I've got Roman here. My question to you, though, to the panel, before we get into our Joker picks.
My Joker pick is
Oh, no,
Roman Reigns.
Before we
Roman
get
Reigns.
No,
I'm getting that in now.
Before, no, because you're not champion.
No,
You're a
my
challenger.
Joker pitch is Roman
Nope,
You
Reigns.
get
That's
third
not-
pick.
It's not what's happening.
I'm pulling double duty. I deserve the
We're all
Joker pick.
pulling double duty here.
Yeah. Apart from me.
My question to the panel is Roman champion by Mania 39? And like without losing the belt, so he's a champion for 2 full WrestleMania cycles.
Maybe not, because I don't think Roman Rock doesn't need the title, because it's Roman Rock.
It didn't need it for the second Cena match either, but
But they did it anyway.
mhm.
I don't know.
Unless someone catches fire by SummerSlam or Rumble, I think I could genuinely see him losing it at the Rumble to someone who they spend an entire year building up to, and then, like you say, Rock versus Roman without the match, without the strap.
I don't know. They could totally do it. I don't think they have enough people for Roman to face for a full year. I think they
Pat
might.
McAfee.
Yeah, that wrestler, Pat McAfee, Johnny Knoxville, get him in.
After a big win at WrestleMania.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I feel like Roman's going to lose at some point between now and Mania. He might win the belt back before Mania and still do that title match, but I don't think he's going to be champion for a full year again. I feel that'd be too much. I'd also be very bored by then.
I think you will be.
I'm already a bit bored of Roman now.
Really?
Really. His character has completely depleted all coolness that it once had.
But it's amazing when you look at the Raw figures that just came out, because it's the sort of things I'm interested in. The quarter hours for Roman's promo, massive.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything else, like 1.7 million. His promo, 2.4. Like,
Whoa!
People tuned in en masse to watch his promo.
I don't watch a lot of the weekly stuff, but the promo he cut where it's like, this is mine, and went around the ring and
was really
outlined
good.
everything that was his. I think that was great.
That was
Did
a really good
did
promo.
you watch the promo where he said, "I've never beaten Brock Lesnar on the big stage"? Adam?
Absolutely fuming about that. Absolutely
It was great.
fuming about that.
I loved it.
How do people know when to tune in for the 15 minutes? I don't understand that. People like just...
Because WWE always does something and said, coming up next, we have this thing, here's an ad break.
No, but if you're not watching it, then how would you know?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Social media.
Social media
Yeah, I
tell
guess
ya.
he tweets, yeah.
Yeah. Or word of mouth.
Yes.
Your friends call you up.
Yeah.
Hey, Andy.
Hey,
Andy,
Roman Reigns is
Roman's
about to
do
be
his
on.
promo. Are you watching?
The other prediction...
Why are you calling me?
Stop, I'm getting so hot. Can we...
Ed-
lying
Ed-
front
Terry.
down on his bed with his
Everyone else
legs
has picked
kicking
Roman
behind.
Reigns. for the final match. Lovely stuff. Thank you.
Everyone's got Roman.
Everyone's got Roman.
Everyone's got
Joker
Roman.
picks. My Joker pick for night 2 is Roman Reigns.
Cool. Mine is the Street Profits.
Roman.
Street Profits, really?
God, that's going to be a
Yeah,
minor.
Oh,
because
that's huge.
there are no other championship matches, and
You don't have to pick a championship
all or
match.
nothing, Pete.
Okay. Well, you're going to
Actually,
go
wait.
It's
wait,
a
wait,
it's
wait,
a-
wait,
Too late,
wait.
you've already said it now. You've already said it now,
and
Andy.
you've written it down.
Balls. I'm going to say because if it's not you, then it's going to be me and Adam.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Andy's is the Street
Well,
Profits.
that means he has to go with that one.
Yeah.
I'm going with Roman Reigns as my
Yeah,
Joker pick
makes
for night
sense.
2.
So Andy hasn't
no,
picked
so
that.
look,
I'm
yeah,
fighting. I might be fighting
So
Andy.
In the interim one, you could pick a different Joker.
What if
I
I'm
guess.
fighting Andy?
Well, see, yeah, but I would have picked Roman if it was us two.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah,
would've
but
gone,
I get the
no,
advantage
Street
because I'm the champion going into WrestleMania. It's not that difficult,
This is
guys.
the question I asked earlier, Adam, and you said that makes sense, and now you're saying it doesn't make sense.
Have you got Steve and or Larson on the phone? Can we get them as consultants? So hang on. I want Roman as my Joker pick. That's what I want.
You can't do that because both of us have picked it.
But
Mm-hmm.
in the hypothetical scenario where Andy wins night 1,
Then
Andy's
but-
pick
but-
isn't.
Yeah,
No,
but
but it
we've
would have been
already
Roman.
because I get the advantage. Even in that hypothetical scenario, I'm ruling. I'm in charge of predictions, by the way, and I'm ruling it that I get the advantage going into WrestleMania because I'm the current champion. You can't pick Roman.
Here's the thing.
Yes.
I wrote.
Someone's going, guys, just do what Stephen Larson did.
Jesus Christ.
So here's the thing. I wrote down Joker for Roman.
Yes.
So
And
you got to have your backup.
but my backup
Mhm.
is RK Bro.
Yes.
And because it's the only other championship.
Mhm.
You potentially are putting me in a situation where Andy gets 4 points and I get -4 points.
Correct.
That is a swing I can't come back from, and I don't think that's fair.
Well,
Well, why didn't you
Sucks to
go
be you
with
then.
Johnny Knoxville then?
yeah. Why don't you pick a different Joker,
He can't.
dickhead?
He's written it down.
I'm
Yeah.
putting it down.
Pick a different Joker then,
I didn't know
idiot.
these rules when I wrote it down.
In
What we
fairness, he did
explain-
write it down.
Yeah.
What we explained earlier, Adam, was like because I asked that same question, like Pete, can I also have Roman because I might be champion? And he said no,
No.
which is why I've got the Street Profits. I wouldn't have gone.
Because-
I'm most sure about the Street Profits
Because we're doing a prediction stream on a Wednesday, we don't know who's going to be champion on
And also,
Sunday, so we
Adam,
can't predict in that for that scenario. It's not that difficult,
Also,
guys.
Adam, if RK Bro win and you get the Joker, that means you get 4 points and I get -4 points, and I don't think that's fair.
It's not fair, Andy. You're absolutely right.
You know what? It's really cool when I'm putting a new prediction system that I've put a ton of effort into.
Well,
Stayed
make
up
sure
till
it
10
works
p.m.
first.
yesterday, getting all these graphics ready for all you guys, and I spent
All
all
you
morning
people.
stressed out trying to get the prediction
yes,
stream done
man.
for this new format that everyone's really excited for you guys to just shit on it constantly. It's
Pete,
really cool.
There's no need to swear.
Pete just swore. We're gonna get demonetized.
Oh God.
So, Pete, what's your time for the main event?
My time for the main event,
Pete
Luke.
hates predictions.
22 minutes and 32 seconds.
22?
Roman?
Yes.
Piss off. 13 minutes and 12 seconds.
15 minutes, 1 second.
Adam.
12 minutes.
Cool.
20 odd minutes.
Yeah.
Are you including entrances, maybe?
Maybe.
But he does predictions, so he can pick when the match starts.
No, it's bell to bell. We clarified that. Anyway,
Oh, it's so hot
This
in
is
here.
like trying to teach
It
a
is
board game, Pete.
really
I do feel your pain.
it's
Has everyone watched the half an hour video beforehand?
it's time to learn some rules.
It's so hot and it smells of
Very
sweat.
sweaty.
So if we
Anyway,
can-
Luke.
Can we just take a moment just to say thank you very much to Pete for putting this system in, and like any other night when there's literally just a champion versus challenger, this predictions makes a ton of sense, and it will be a robust system going forward. And I
Yes.
just want to say, Pete, everyone, thank you, Pete.
Thanks, Adam.
It's actually Sully's fault.
This sounds insincere, but
It
it's
is-
genuinely sincere.
It is genuinely Sully's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
we're just gonna throw that out
would have
there.
worked, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
he hadn't
it
gone to
really would have
Hollywood.
worked if Sully hadn't gone to Hollywood. It
Sorry,
would have been great.
Hollywood.
Sorry.
He's talking to the producers
Yeah.
of the Hollywood
Anyway,
show.
if you want to join in on this amazing prediction system that isn't applicable to you because Wrestle League's just straight predictions, join Wrestle League. It's patreon.com/WrestleTalk. Go become a pledge hammer today. There's obviously loads of other stuff over on our Patreon page too. Loads of extra bonus content. Luke and Ollie reviewing TNA Victory Road just went up last week. WrestleTalk After Dark with a bunch of us just chatting nonsense for a bit. And of course, Wrestle League. Join your predictions for WrestleMania 38. New season starting now. So go do the thing. Fill the forms out. Also, NXT Stand and Deliver predictions are there too.
We've got your final batch of Ultrachats in WrestleTalk.com/support. Will Campbell said, sorry your plans are ruined, Adam, but I'm sure there are worse things to be doing on a Saturday night. I'll be there both nights with my cousin, so I guess I'll just have to keep score from my seat. I'm actually excited for this, even with the generally meh builds.
Yeah.
Ah, he must
One
be
word
rich.
answer, are you excited for Mania?
No.
Yes, because I got to watch it with you guys.
Genuinely, the watching part of it, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that.
I agree. I just want to clarify. I'm going to enjoy watching it with people. I'm not excited for the show.
I'd say last
Kind of like
year,
Survivor Series.
Survivor Series 2021. I could not, in good faith, vote it as the worst show of the year. I had too much fun watching.
Yeah.
it.
That's fair.
Gorg.
SummerSlam.
No, I know, but still.
Moon's Rise has been in Memberg for 3 months in a row. I dedicate this to the infamous You the Twos promo from the Usos.
Play the ones, use the two.
You the Twos.
Mr. Chris Lilly says, hi guys, if there is a tie, you should predict who's winning the main event of Stand and Deliver or predict what happens on Raw on Monday.
No.
And vote that Alexa Bliss will be back, but with the recent post about her wedding being next week, I doubt it. Me too.
The problem with that is it's not a closest two. It's still a binary thing, a winner, which you could then tie on. So
Andy.
it's bad.
Andy
Andy.
Datson.
Can someone hold
Andy,
me?
we're going to be done in a few minutes, mate.
Andy's going cornholio on us.
I'm
gonna be done in a
genuinely
few
going to
minutes.
pass out if we're here too much longer. It's so hot.
It is quite sweaty.
How are we going to do this for 7 hours?
I don't know.
10 Ruzzer. Prediction for the stage. Boring 35 screen or 33, 34, 37 fun stages? Will be so fun to have Adam on both nights. Get on board with it, Adam. Do we see The Rock show up at the end of Lesnar Reigns? Prediction for the Supercard and Impact shows. Love you.
I think the stage is going to be a big star. And they'll come out at the bottom of the
We
star.
haven't got time
That's
for the other
thing.
ones. Is Ring of Honor and Impact doing any good?
Oh man, the Ring of
Yeah.
Honor card is awesome.
Yeah.
Also, my prediction is that I think FTR are winning, and I think that'll probably be the end of the Briscoes in Ring of Honor.
For sure.
Zahari E. Adams. Hi guys, I want Adam 2 belts just for the lols.
Same.
Also, Luke, you made my day trying to pronounce my name. You got it right the second time. Means I probably got it wrong this time. 10 Ruzza would love a watch along of Supercard of Honor. Curious what the thing is that Tony Khan has teased for the end of the show. I would imagine a TV deal. This week will be insane. Hope Wrestle Kingdom will be the same in January. Also, Sacrifice by the Weekend is a banger. Dynamite, let's go. Charles Berg, here's a bad idea. Cody re-debuts, but they decide they want to change his name, so they have ownership over it. Cody's new name is Shane McMahon, and he'll be playing Vince's son. It's basically
Cody.
It's basically the same character, but with different actors.
I love it.
Gabriel Reyes, NRB memes here. Only here to appreciate Adam's great Buffy reference. That is all, gentlemen. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you, Gabriel. Appreciate
Well done.
everything you do.
Kevin says, which match do you think will be match of the weekend? My pick is the EST versus Big Time Bex.
Totally possible.
I,
Raw Tag Triple Threat.
Yes,
Yeah.
most exciting and most fun.
Edge,
AJ's
AJ,
got a
champion.
Or Brock Roman.
I think Brock Roman.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I think it's the triple threat tag match. I think if the one on Raw is anything to go by, it's going to be awesome.
God, or Rousey Flair. Like, man, there's a bunch of matches this weekend.
Yeah. 10 Ruzza, they won't, but if they were to do a different design, what would you like to see from the new unified title? Hope they are ready for this week. A couple of good drinks to kick it off. If only Beer 52 or Wine 52 was around this weekend. I'm from Melbourne, Australia, but also, what
Wonder
if
if
Beer 52 was available for
be
the stream?
For the new title, I'd really like him to bring back the Winged Eagle and then put a
Yes.
sticker on the front of it.
Yeah.
I think that'd be
Just
great.
not a giant logo.
Yeah.
Please, just put
But
a
it is
world on it and
it's
give
a
it a
toy.
gold ornate.
But it's a bad toy, though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's a really boring toy.
It's a boring toy. It's a bad toy.
Anonymous says, Hi guys, laugh about Brock Lesnar in AEW, but you can easily fantasy book so many matches there. Punk versus Brock, Wardlow versus Brock, Keith Lee versus Brock, Tony Khan, book it.
Tony Khan versus Brock.
I'd watch it.
Parking lot brawl.
Micah Daniels, touch your leg there, has been a Memberg for 8 months in a row. I've been a Memberg for 7 months, and I'm now just realizing I get a free chat for each of them.
You do.
Oh well, become a Memberg,
Here
everyone.
they come.
William Tochi Jr., my prediction, Seth versus Shane. Roman beats Brock in a fast match, cuts a promo saying nobody could beat him. Then playing off the back of the Bloodline video package, we hear wrestling has more than one royal family, and that sets up Backlash.
Oh my
No.
god.
It's
No.
Cody versus Roman.
I can't know.
No.
It's way too much.
I
Way,
can't
way
see
too
it.
teased to be Shane at this point.
Be funny though, wouldn't it?
It would be
Would
hilarious.
be funny.
Thank you all so much for joining us all. 1,500 of you. We truly love and appreciate every single one of you. Back later today, SP3 and Sant Iniangi will be reviewing last night's NXT TakeOver before Stand and Deliver.
NXT 2.0.
Sorry, NXT 2.0 before Stand and Deliver, which featured Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez getting back together as a tag team. And they're having a tag title match this weekend.
Yep,
now.
makes perfect sense.
And then tomorrow it'll be the AEW review, myself and Ollie Davis, who is feeling a little bit better now. And then on Friday it'll be myself and Tempo T Yu-Gi-Oh! Doing the Team Danuke show. Then on Saturday, SmackDown review with Pete and Tempo, and WrestleMania Night 1 predictions. Where
Live reactions.
Thank you. Live reactions. Sorry about the cum stuff. Where the first hour of the pre-show will be the four of us playing 2K22 because we don't want to watch video packages for an hour.
Makes sense. Excited.
And it starts at 11 p.m. UK time.
Yes.
It does.
Which
11 p.m.
is
UK.
6 p.m. Eastern.
Yes.
And 3 p.m. Pacific.
Yes.
And
I think it's 5 and 8.
no, the clocks are back to what it used to be.
Yeah, but the website says it's 5 and 8.
Yeah, for the main show.
Oh, for the main show.
But the pre-show, that's 2 hours
Yes,
prior.
yeah.
and midnight in France. There you go, Terry.
Yep.
Jam that jam, everyone.